Normally today is my rest day, but with this new program from Jeff Nippard, I am training legs today. Normally it is tomorrow, and then Friday it is my arm day. So basically, Jeff Nippard's program is following a similar structure to what I've already done. Today, from what he put, is an optional day to train. But I just said, hey, let me go in there. I'm feeling pretty good right now. I'm feeling pretty rested. Overall, I'm okay so far, you know. The last 2 days have been exhausting, but not difficult enough for me to be like, damn, I'm tired, I can't train again. And that might be a couple different factors. That could change over the next couple weeks, but for today, I'm pretty good. You know, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited for this new leg day. I'm hoping that it's actually going to be different from what I've done in the past. If not, well, even if the exercises are not different, I know the techniques will be, and my focus on the mind-muscle connection, you know, drop sets or maybe other things that I don't know about just yet are going to be different. I don't know what those things are. So hopefully today turns out to be a great leg workout like it has been for the past couple of days, you know. So I don't know what to expect, but I hope my overall experience from today's leg day is that I'm not disappointed with the money that I spent on this program. It wasn't a lot, but at the same time, you know, money's money. You know, you don't want to spend money on something that isn't working out for you. And the program has been well, it had great reviews from other reputable people, and Jeff Nippard is, you know, a notable person in the fitness industry who is very science-based when it comes to training, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to try out his workout program. What am I starting off with? So I am starting off with a seated leg curl. That is something that I've like done every couple of weeks. It is part of my previous program, but because of my lower back injury, I would kind of teeter around what I want to do for leg day. But today I'm going to do it all. I'm not going to just pick and choose unless it's like something that I know I cannot physically do. If it's something that, to that extent, I don't want to hurt myself and have back pain and then stop training legs again. I don't want to do that for a whole another year. I want to get back to training legs. I want to grow my legs because my legs were my strong point at one point, all right? I was growing them pretty rapidly. Well, not rapidly, but like enough that they're not as skinny as they used to be, you know? Lean forward over the machine to get a maximum stretch in your hamstring. That was a good starting point. 90 pounds for 10 reps. Let's jump up to, how hard do we want to make this? Let's do 110 to see how much I can actually do. If I can't do the 10 reps, then obviously like I have to be at like the 100. But this is just the first week. Trying to figure things out. The new split. Let's see how things are. I still want to be like training it hard, but I don't want to overdo it where I'm not like being effective in it. What do we have next after this? The adductors, we got a hack squat in here, leg extensions, and leg press, calf press. So honestly, this looks pretty similar to what I've already been doing, just rearranged. Now I did not look at the techniques that I need to focus on. I'm sure that's going to be slightly different. I know for the hack squat, it's going to be a reverse pyramid. So instead of me going up in weight, I'm going to go down in weight. That one's going to be interesting because of my lower back injury. I'm sure I can handle it. But the question is, how much load can I handle? But other than that, like these are the same machines that I've been doing. This one, I would kind of skip this one because I wasn't really feeling much of a contraction, but I'd be doing the lying leg curls, basically the exact same thing. But the regimen is different as far as sets, reps, and technique. So I'm excited to figure that out. I'm hoping that it's going to be worth it, man. Oh. Hey. I at least know that I can do 110. I think my starting point for next week or next time I do this will be at 115 and not 110. And still trying to figure that out. I feel pretty good though, you know, getting the mechanics down. Really focusing on that mind-muscle connection and that stretch. Here we're focusing on a mind-muscle connection with your inner thighs. These are great for adding thigh mass from the front. So we gotta push them hard. So I peed right before I came over here. Like, I was on treadmill for like 20 minutes, peed, did the seated leg curls, and once that got done, I got that sensation of peeing, which sucks, because I really have to pee. But I don't want to go until I'm done. Oh. 150 times 12. That one was definitely a lot harder than the first one. I think I'm at match 160 for 10 reps. That's what I'm going to be working on for the next couple of weeks, months. I'm not very far from the 200 mark over here, or 20 kilos, whatever this thing is. So I'm feeling pretty adventurous today. So I already did the warm-up set. I technically already did a first working set, but I want to go up in weight. I added an extra 50 pounds, so I have like 95 pounds on the actual hack squat right now. And I'm gonna try to make that my max for 4 reps. Wish me luck here. I'm pretty sure I could have done like 1 more, 2 more maybe, but I didn't want to overdo it and hurt myself, so we'll just stick with this for now. Let's put a 10 and a 5 into place. So we're doing a reverse pyramid. So instead of going up in weight, go down in weight. And starting with the heaviest amount first. And then decreasing it. So I did 4 reps. Now it's time to do 6. And then for the last set, I'm going to be doing 8. That's just how the program is set up. I don't know why I put 95. I must be lightheaded or something, but who knows. So now I have 45. That's 2 plus 2 10s plus 2 5s. 120 pounds on the hack squat now. And the goal is to do, like I said, 6 reps. One more. Might have to get myself a belt or reuse my old belt, but I feel like I'm getting my confidence back on this hack squat. So far, so good. Oh, fuck. Now I'm gonna remove the smaller weights and just do the 90 pounds for 8 reps. Yes. I really want to know why my legs were shaking. It's not like they're tight or anything, just randomly happening. So set the seat back as far as it will let you go, while still feeling comfortable. Rub the handles as hard as you can to pull your butt down into the seat. That's why I have this belt. And we use a 2 to 3 second negative. We should be feeling the quads pulling apart on the negative. All right, we're gonna try that again for the second set. Going heavier though. That one was way harder. We have 200 pounds, 9 reps. Fuck. All right. So the last set was definitely difficult. 200 pounds, 9 reps. I was 1 rep short from being at the 10 to 12 mark, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. Once I reach the, the 12 rep mark, I can increase the weight. And that's going to be the same thing for all the exercises that I do. Right now, like I said, I'm just trying to get a feel for how much weight I can lift. So I'm going as intense as I can, but still trying to implement the techniques that I should be implementing. Like right now, I should be doing a 2 to 3 second negative, which one is taxing me more, and 2, I have to consciously remind myself to do it, which takes up more of my time as from like intensity. Because if I'm going heavier and I'm not doing that, then I'm like, I pay for this workout part of nothing, which is why I'm gonna go lighter and slowly increase the weight, even though I'm sure I can go heavier, but I don't want to go too heavy and not implement the techniques. Because once I'm fully automized on doing it, I don't have to think about it. I just do it, before we move on. Yeah, I'm thirsty. Luckily, this thing has a belt, so it's keeping me in place instead of coming up, which I'm not sure how well it's working. I fucked up. I just realized that I was supposed to do lengthened partials on this set, so I'm gonna just shift everything down, pretend I didn't do the 155 or 12 reps, and do one more set. So here we're going to do the long lengthened partials on all reps of the last set, which I didn't do. Basically, instead of me going all the way up like this, I'm just gonna go about here for all those reps. Yeah, let's go heavier. Let's go to 215 instead of doing half reps. That way, like I'm still stimulating the muscle more. And that's gonna be the focus on the last set of every single exercise. So I'm gonna give myself a pretty decent break. Man, my quads are on fire. before I move on, which I think I just have calves and then we're calling it a day. It's a pretty easy day. I feel like I didn't push myself, even though like I'm pushing myself right now and my quads are on fire. But all the other exercises were like, it felt good. But man, I don't know yet. I'm not convinced this is a better alternative just yet. The leg press calf machine, that's going to be interesting because I haven't done that in a long time. So I might be switching that out for the seated one or the standing one, just because those don't really require much setup. They're hard still, but I'm gonna give it a try. I know back when I used to do it, like 10 years ago, give or take a few years, those were not my favorite thing. Like on the leg press, it was not my favorite thing to do. I didn't feel much of a contraction, didn't feel the muscle working as hard as I do with the standing calf machine and the seated calf machine. I also have a donkey calf machine right there, so there is that option as well. Yeah, and that movie's still playing. I got here and Eternals, the movie was playing. It was like probably like halfway through. No, that's not true. I was about a third of the way through. And the movie's still not over. You know, I don't know why that movie got such a bad rep or not enough marketing, because I thought it was a pretty decent movie. I liked it. I just wish they came out with more movies to support the Eternals movie, because it's been 3 years since that movie came out. And there's been no mention in the other Marvel movies or TV shows about it, at least not to my knowledge. I don't really keep up with it anymore. Not like I ever did, but I was into, the big movies. All right, let's do these legs and partials. The 2 to 3 second negative was not there. The range of motion is just not there for it, at least not for me. Maybe it is, I just didn't do a good job of it. I think I know why this is part of the program. There's a deeper stretch, and I hate it and I like it. I hate it because like my feet are losing its positioning on the grip here, so like I keep sliding down. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but that's why I didn't like doing these. I remember now, and it's been a while, but I'm slowly moving down and down. So if I can find a way to keep my feet in the same position every time I like curl up and down with my toes, my feet, I think this would be very beneficial. But as of right now, I don't know how to do that. Maybe I need different shoes, but I'm pretty sure I've switched shoes since the last time I did this, and this is like over 5 years ago that I've done this machine, and I'm pretty sure I got these shoes less than 5 years ago. So yeah, so I don't think it's the shoes. It could just be how I'm moving my toes up and down, but who knows. But it's a good stretch. Ooh, man, that feels good. 1, It feels good. We got another 15 reps. So for the last one, I'm just doing a calf static stretch for 30 seconds. Literally just stretching it out. Oh, I was supposed to do a 1 or 2 second pause at the bottom of each rep instead of just going up to your toes. Wait. Think about rolling your ankle back and forth on the balls of the feet. Huh. That might have actually prevented me from doing what I was doing, so I'm gonna try that for like a few reps and then do the static stretch. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, this stretch hurts. Oh my God. Jeffy boy, I hope you have a good reason to do that to me, man. That did not feel good. That was not comfortable at all. But we did it anyways, you know. We did it anyways. All right, we're done with the leg day. I'm not sure how I feel about it today. Yeah.
Leg day here was actually a lot more tiring than I thought it was going to be, especially on day 2 of recovery. Oh my God, my inner thighs were on fire. They were hurting. I don't think I've ever had my inner thighs actually be sore before. And I've done the, what was that exercise name? I just did it last night. The good girl, bad girl, whatever you want to call it. Adduction Machine, I think. Those killed me. My quads, or not my quads, my calves from the calf machine, or the leg press calf machine makeshift, that one provided a great amount of stretch, and those were actually pretty sore for a day, but they felt good. Honestly, I felt accomplished after that. I did not think that I was going to get much benefit out of it, but overall, I give this leg day like a 6 out of 10. And I'm sure like next leg day, things are going to be different because I'm more acquainted. Actually, next leg day, it's going to be like a beat workout. It's going to be slightly different variations, but we'll see what happens because, like I said, a lot of these exercises were stuff that I was already doing on my previous program. The techniques are just different, and I think I'm getting benefit from those techniques. I just have to continue on doing it, you know? So thank you for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you have not already.